Welcome to the next episode of the Strike 3 podcast with Lane Carmichael.
And Carter Vigio. Today we're here with a special guest again. He's going to be on here. He's our NBA expert. Say hello to Ollie Woolard.
Hello, thank you for having me again.
So today we're going to be diving right in. As you all know, it's finals. Few games down now. Tensions are high, pressure's building, and our predictions were a little bit off.
Especially the Lakers.
Yeah, especially the Lakers. So I would say, so far, a couple of predictions held through. I got pretty lucky. Heat in 7. I honestly thought they were going to sweep, but the Celtics managed to push it to 7. Obviously, they didn't win there. They had a pretty crappy Game 7, but that actually went through for me. On the other side, my Pookie Bear, my Sugar Bear, my Sugar Baby Boo Boo Bear, LeBron, he was not able to do it. Jokic was just way too good. Jamal Murray also was like a sniper that game. Like, he did not miss any shots throughout the series. So, obviously, that didn't hold through. But either way, this finals has been pretty fun so far, and it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of respect on the Nuggets going into this playoffs, but now I do. They got a lot of solid role players coming off the bench. Even they got really good shooters. Jamal Murray, Michael Nevis, Swing the Rock, Porter Jr.
And Aaron Gordon.
He's been playing like prime Shaq this series. Like posting up on it, the smaller defenders.
Making a very good job in the low post. We saw him have 14 points in the first quarter of Game 1, which was obviously what helped them to really push through the game.
Yeah.
I think the Nuggets definitely made a great push against the Lakers. Jokic just inserted his dominant, showed that he should have won the MVP this year.
Yeah.
But yet they still gave it to MVP.
100%.
To Embiid. This guy's averaging a triple-double in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's
41
gonna
points last
get
night.
Finals MVP if they win.
Obviously.
And I think they will win in 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That just proves that how good a passer he is. He only had 4 assists last night, but he had 41 points. They didn't pull out the victory. So, well, Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, he's a bit overrated. I know a lot of people won't like hearing that, but he's been dropping 14 points here and there. He'll have one 25-point game every 4 games. He's just not consistent. He's more consistent than some other people I know that wear a 4-leaf clover on their jerseys.
And the number 0.
Yeah, the number 0, green jerseys, playing Boston.
Kinda look like a janitor
Yeah,
or a gas station.
I respect, though. They almost came back in that series. But, yeah, Jimmy Butler, not been consistent. If the Heat pull out this finals win, he's not winning finals MVP, in my opinion. And if he does, it's biased.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far to say that Jimmy's been overrated. He's obviously been carrying them so far. Him and Caleb Martin were really the key factors to making it here, but
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
agree. He has had a lot of games where he's played very poorly when he really shouldn't be, and that's hurting them in respects, but I still think that he's going to be that guy throughout the series, and if they're going to win, they really need him to play good.
Yeah, so moving forward a little bit, we'll come back to the NBA here in a minute. We're going to talk a little bit about the new draft class coming in. But moving over to the MLB side, Aaron Judge got injured recently. He actually went through the Dodger Stadium wall in right field after catching a fly ball. So those of you Yankee fans, you're a guy right now that is on track to hit about the same amount of home runs as last year. It's not looking good. He has tweaked his foot a little bit. But those of you that are Red Sox fans, I think the Red Sox, it's definitely a weird division this year. You're in last place. You're 30-29, 30-30, something like that, and you're just you can't get past these other teams in your division. Where if you were thrown in any other division, you're in 2nd or 3rd place. So your guys' thoughts on the Red Sox and still where they stand right now?
Yeah, I would 100% agree. They are in a just stacked division. I don't know their exact record, but I knew earlier, a couple weeks ago, they
About
were just
30
great.
and 28.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
they're still the 4 or 5 seed in their division,
They're 5
if I
seed,
believe.
yeah.
So they're obviously very close, and I do agree. You throw them in any other division, and they're the 1 or 2 seed going to the
I don't know
playoffs.
about 1, but definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
The 2 or 3 seeds there.
Being first.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' thoughts on their pitching recently?
Well, I don't watch a whole lot of Red Sox baseball, but I knew from the start of the season their pitching wasn't great. They had a lot of people with very high ERAs, and that's kind of followed throughout the season.
Yeah.
Nathan Eovaldi did have a really good game the other day, though. So.
He's not playing for the Red Sox.
He is on the Texas Rangers.
Carter.
I just like that guy, but obviously I haven't been watching the Red Sox enough lately.
Yeah, but yes, he is. Nathan Eovaldi, to move there, Carter still thinks he plays for the Red Sox, as you just heard. But no, Carter, he plays for the Texas Rangers, and he's thrown a couple no-hitters this year. And Nathan Eovaldi, I've always followed his pitching. He great form, and that guy just pumps on the mound. He does great, especially against the Yankees when he played for Boston. Just love that guy.
Yeah, he's thrown a lot of no-hitters, but I know he won't when he plays the Athletics. You know, Brent Rooker, just what a stud. What a stud.
Best team in the league.
I think they've honestly been gypped the last couple of years.
They have proved themselves as the best team in the league.
I'm
this year.
being dead serious. They're my World Series winners this year. If they don't make it, I will be very
agree.
disappointed.
At least going to the NLCS.
Brent Rooker is probably going to get snubbed to the MVP again. He's batting like 300 something right now. I know the home runs aren't there, but he's just nice with it out there. You know, you put him in the box against the best pitcher of all time, he's going yard 5 out of 5.
Nolan Ryan.
And a championship before they relocate would be really cool.
All right, who you got? Nolan Ryan on the mound. 2 outs, full count, 9-9 game, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, the World Series.
I got
And Brent Rooker is at the plate.
Grand slam. You know, the Martians got the death beam pointed at theirs. I want Rooker.
I agree. So, changing gears here a little bit, gentlemen. Victor Wembanyama. What's your guys' thoughts?
So, obviously, Victor Wembanyama, a lot of people are saying he's a unicorn. He's a 7'3" guy. He's got like an 7'5" guy with a ginormous wingspan. He can shoot, he can dunk, he's a monster on defense. You know, obviously, he's the number 1 guy right now, and he's probably going to end up going to the Spurs, which is an ideal location. But
with Greg Popovich as your coach, you know, this guy turned friggin' Jeremy Sochan into a
All-NBA
beast.
defense player, you know.
It's insane, and if he can do that with Wembanyama, if Wembanyama has the attitude to work and get better, I think he's gonna be
a generational player.
Yeah, when we start to see LeBron and Curry and Kevin Durant, all these guys that we grew up with leave the NBA, like Carmelo Anthony, got done. Some of these guys, I think we're gonna have to start looking to the future, and it's gonna be cool to see these young guys
fill their
progress.
shoes. You know, I think Wembanyama is definitely gonna be filling LeBron's shoes as potentially the next GOAT. Some people say.
Strongly, I disagree with you.
Injuries, man.
I think if Wembanyama stays healthy,
he's too big and like he's really lanky. If he can get some muscles on him, but if he can't get muscles on him, he's gonna end up with an ankle messed up or something. He'll get in injury trouble.
I do agree.
That's the one thing
he's gonna be
that's
like a Chet Holmgren type.
For real injuries. That's the one thing that's helped LeBron. He hasn't had many real injuries. Of course, you see him crying on the court sometimes when he gets poked in the eye because he didn't like the call that the refs gave him. Or Pat Bev, you know, has the camera and he's snapping some pictures of what just happened against the Celtics.
That was 100% foul.
But that was a foul. But LeBron's he's dramatic, and yeah, that's about all we got for the NBA. All your thoughts on Wembanyama?
He's a great player. I think this draft class is one of the best since 2018, 2019. Zion, Josh, 2019. Luka, Shea,
Trae Young,
all them in 2018. But
how about 2017 with Jason Tatum?
Absolutely not.
That was also a pretty good draft class, so.
Yeah, that was still a good draft class. But yeah, he's a great player. Scoot Henderson's also a really good player. I really like him. He's really athletic, really good.
Any other draft, he would probably be the consensus
guard.
1 pick.
Yeah, probably the 1 pick. LaMelo is one of the best guards in the league when he can stay healthy. But Brandon Miller, I think, will probably end up going to the.
Honestly, going into this, when they announced the lottery, I really didn't know much about Brandon Miller, but boy, he is a great player. He really fills those shoes as a small forward in there. He's a elite perimeter defender, and he's a very good shooter from what I've seen. So
the Thompson twins too.
And the men in Asar, they played over at the OTE Elite Basketball League, and they were obviously killing it there. I think they have a great build to play in the NBA. They're both 6'8", fast guard type players. I think they're gonna definitely fit right in.
I don't know what the deal's going to be with Scoot, though, because if Portland plans on trading Dame, what's next if they draft him, what's next for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's podcast. Thank you for tuning in. You know, hopefully we'll see Jokic and Jimmy Butler fight at it in the finals. Maybe it's gonna be more like Jokic versus Caleb Martin. Who knows? That's gonna be your matchup in the finals, and good luck to both teams. You know, we'll see how it plays out. Send us your thoughts and any more questions you have for the next podcast. And thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you next time.
This is Lane Carmichael
and Carter Viggy
signing off.